mati di atas saja.
Silakan Tuan Moderator kita.
Terima kasih MC. Saya harap my panelists ni tak baju ESG is something that very close to my heart. Opening lain sikit dengan tadi. Very close to my heart. That the past 7 years, I was involved with the Standard Setters Body, working group with ISBA, dipanggil International Ethics Standard Board. ISB is the International Sustainability Standard Board, under the IFAC. So we had a technical roundtable across the globe in Mumbai and other jurisdictions. So there it goes my involvement with ESG while I'm with. Later, I joined MIA. I'm continuing to what we had earlier on the audit exemption. ESG is another new frontier. Mana satu peluang baru sebenarnya, peluang teroka baru to members, not just to the big boys. Tahu big boys? Big boys maknanya tu dua big six, big seven firms, and it open up opportunities to the small medium practice, right? Provided we need to upskill ourselves. Itu je syaratnya. Provided that we need to acquire, challenge ourselves, and upskill ourselves. Interesting that for the past 7 years, my dear panelists, when I was in the technical group, we noticed that the big firms, reps from the bigger firms, they also having the same right otak yang sama, boleh, pemikiran yang sama, cracking their heads and mind, sama-sama baca akta, sama-sama dalam technical group, sama-sama confused as we speak today. So before battle, before going to the battle, you must win the war. Dalam konteks, do not belittle yourself, undermine yourself, your capacity and capability. And through our experience that dealing with on ESG, sustainability, namely on advisory and training, we find out one thing is that you don't have to be AOB registered to penetrate the MNCs or listed companies. Sebab it is not a statutory services. That is why our panelists earlier told us that you need to be fast, or otherwise the non-professionals from the accounting we go and catch and get the cake. Because why? Because we ourselves are slow in that context. If we overlook and go into that perspective. Adding to that, last 2 days I was moderating an ASEAN professional services in service that we had panelists across ASEAN. And what we are working on that perspective is the MRA, Mutual Recognition for Professional Services, and a common trust mark for ASEAN. Doakanlah. Hopefully that materialize. If that materialize, means that there will be another new frontier and opportunity for professional services to go out there and work within the SMPs, di kalangan smaller practitioners, smaller firms, not just limiting to the bigger or big boys. Right? Echoing to what our respected Deputy Prime Minister earlier mentioned on Ibn Khaldun, saya memang tertarik, memang dah tulis pasal Ibn Khaldun. Cuma tadi sebab merajuk sikit tak jadi nak sebut, tapi saya sebutkan juga. He narrated, one of the best scholar, Ibn Khaldun, dah narrated the last 600 years. 600 years ago, they dah talks about the principle of the G, good governance. Dah laid into the perspective of the initiative of the Islamic dalam konteks khalifah system dan seterusnya. And then he talks about the social well-being, the social pillars, which is under S. And he talks about the environment, protect the environment, the beyond. There will be another new frontier and opportunity for professional services to go out there and work within the SMPs, di kalangan smaller practitioners, smaller firms, not just limiting to the bigger or big boys. Right? Echoing to what our respected Deputy Prime Minister earlier mentioned on Ibn Khaldun, saya memang tertarik, memang dah tulis pasal Ibn Khaldun. Cuma tadi sebab merajuk sikit tak jadi nak sebut, tapi saya sebutkan juga. He narrated, one of the best scholar, Ibn Khaldun, dah narrated the the last 600 years. 600 years ago, they dah talks about the principle of the G, good governance. Dah laid into the perspective of the initiative of the Islamic dalam konteks Khalifah system dan seterusnya. Okay? And then he talks about the social well-being, the social pillars, which is under S. And he talks about the environment, protect the environment, the beyond in that context. Kalau dalam syariah pun, probably our scholars, next speaker, we talk more about maqasid syariah, protecting the bigger scope dalam konteks. So do not inferior that ESG is not narrated or mandated by the West, bukan. Okay? And fast forward through enough, after that 600 years, 100 years ago, Henry Ford, you kenal Henry Ford? Tak kenal, saya pun tak kenal. Tapi kereta Ford, tahu tak kereta Ford? Itulah the inventors. Early 1900, 19 tahun, 19,000, the Americans who invent and reshape the automotive industry. That this Henry Ford, apa dia cakap? He quotes that any business that runs solely in making profits, it's not sustainable. Meaning that they cannot last longer. Of course, at that time, everybody laughed. Because business, technically, is to make profit, ultimately. Fast forward today, we have lots of ESG echoing and going, with the standards ongoing. Now, we talk about sustainable, responsible, to the stakeholders at large, beyond the shareholders, beyond the numbers, ada ethical guidance kat situ. So maknanya it's getting closer to the maqasid syariah. It's only things that kalau kita pasal niat as per what our Deputy Prime Minister introduced and share with us today, earlier, maknanya dah nak dapat profit, dapat business, dapat juga pahala in that context. Jadi do not interfere and do not feel inferior, takut nak masuk into the ESG area. Because it is now, at present, you don't have to be AOB registered. Get yourself, upskill yourself, and you can offer the services to even the bigger companies. But you have to be qualified. At least you can go into the areas of the training, let's say, for example, in that context. Right? Saya tak naik share ni, biasa je ni. Are you with us today? Right? Baru kita nak masuk topik kita, we are fortunate today that allow me to introduce our esteemed panelists. Baru saya nak duduk, boleh Okay, esteemed panelists here. Tadi mukadimah. Okay, we have here Datuk TS Dr. Hajjah Roziah Muhammad Jano. Okay, I think woman we many first first VC, female VC dengan UiTM. Ada berapa orang student UiTM kat sini? Forward. Boleh angkat tangan tak? Ramai. Saya pun angkat juga tangan. Right? Bringing her expertise decades, not just academia, but collaboration with industries definitely. And she just so-called like shifting his paradigm shift from teaching now venturing into the full-fledged, I would say, in helping industries. She's now with the leads MJ Nexus Global, where he championed on the ESG sustainability. So saya rasa a big round of applause to Datuk.